Kevin Lee and Rinat Fakhretdinov in the welterweight division. I'm going to say it right now. For Rinat Fakhretdinov to be a 2-1 favorite on Kevin Lee just shows you how good Rinat Fakhretdinov really is. I'm going to show you some of the betting odds. Tony Ferguson, for example. Tony Ferguson was a 2-1 favorite over Kevin Lee. And that man is a former champion of the UFC lightweight division. Not the actual champion, but the interim champ of the lightweight division against Alaya Quinta right here. A former title challenger was a 3-1 underdog on Kevin Lee. Rafael dos Anjos, a former champion, was the underdog against Kevin Lee. Charles do Bronx Oliveira was the underdog on Kevin Lee. Daniel Rodriguez was the underdog on Kevin Lee. These guys are all underdogs, and they're beating them. Gregor Gillespie even was only minus 165 right there. The only guy to even match it was Tony Ferguson for the belt. To have this kind of odds on a guy like Kevin Lee, where Kevin Lee is the favorite over title challenger Alaya Quinta champ, Javier Dos Anjos champ, Charles Oliveira the favorite over D-Rod. He's the favorite over all of these guys. And then just now he's fighting Rinat Fakhretdinov, and they're switching the odds. And they're showing you just how good Rinat is. To have Kevin Lee as the favorite over Charles Oliveira, but the underdog, not just a slight underdog, but a 2-1 underdog on Rinat Fakhretdinov, shows you how good that Las Vegas believes Rinat Fakhretdinov is, and how good I also believe Rinat is. He's 11-0 when it comes to KOs. He's 6-0 when it comes to submissions, and only has 2 losses in his entire MMA career, and they were both decisions. In 2013 and in 2014, the man is on a streak. The man is on an absolute streak in the UFC's welterweight division, and even outside the UFC. It says his current streak is 8 wins. It's a lot more than that. Let's do a quick count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 wins in a row. Now he's taking on Kevin Lee, a guy very, very good in terms of the submission game. His striking is very, very solid. He's got a lot of rear nakeds on his record, a lot of KOs on his record as well. But he's not going to be able to stop. He's not going to be able to stop the constant takedowns of Rinat Fakhretdinov. And again, Rinat's not a one-trick pony. Rinat's not a guy going out there and just wrestling. The dude can strike as well. I'm actually a fan of Rinat Fakhretdinov when he does go out there and strike with his opponents. It's not for long because he knows he has that much of an advantage when it comes to wrestling and when it comes to the grappling. But Rinat's good on the feet as well. And I would venture to say if it's a 3-round striking fight, Rinat is live to go out there and eke out a 29-28 decision. But the fact that he can also fall back on that wrestling at all times and grind Kevin Lee in round 2 and round number 3, it just leads me to believe that Rinat Fakhretdinov is just going to smash Kevin Lee in this fight. Again, Kevin Lee was a slight favorite on Charles Oliveira. Now Rinat is a 2-1 favorite on him. And there is a reason for that. It is because Rinat is better pretty much everywhere. Submission skills, grappling, ground and pound, size, strength, wrestling, clinching, all of that stuff. I give the advantage to Rinat Fakhretdinov. Striking, maybe Kevin Lee has a slight advantage. And maybe he catches him on the way in. But I believe the chances of that happening are slim to none. I got Rinat Fakhretdinov by a 30-27 unanimous decision.